What if one conflict could change the future of the Middle East, global oil prices, international security, and even the balance of power across Asia? In 2026, tensions between the United States, Iran, and Israel have once again captured the world's attention. Military threats, political warnings, and growing uncertainty have raised fears of a wider regional conflict. But amid the rising tensions, one country is increasingly being discussed as a possible mediator: Pakistan. Can Pakistan play a meaningful role in preventing a larger war? Can diplomacy succeed where military pressure has failed? And what would a regional conflict mean for the rest of the world? In today's video, we'll examine the roots of the crisis, the interests of the major players involved, and Pakistan's potential role in promoting stability and dialogue. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Why are tensions so high? 120 to 330. To understand the current situation, we need to look at the long-standing rivalry between Iran and Israel. For years, both countries have accused each other of threatening regional security. Israel views Iran's military capabilities and regional influence as major security concerns. Iran, meanwhile, has criticized Israeli policies and sees itself as a leading power challenging Western influence in the Middle East. The United States has historically maintained a close strategic relationship with Israel while also imposing sanctions and pressure on Iran over various political and security concerns. As a result, every major incident involving any of these countries has the potential to escalate quickly. In 2026, renewed tensions have sparked fears that a localized dispute could evolve into a much broader regional crisis. Chapter 2. Why the world is worried, 330 to 530. A wider conflict involving America, Iran, and Israel would not remain limited to one region. The consequences could be global. First, oil markets could face major disruptions. The Middle East remains one of the world's most important energy-producing regions. Any instability could affect supply chains and increase fuel prices worldwide. Second, international trade routes could be impacted. Important maritime corridors carry billions of dollars in global commerce every year. Any threat to these routes would affect businesses, consumers, and economies around the world. Third, geopolitical alliances could be tested. This is why governments across the globe continue to call for restraint and dialogue. Major powers would face difficult diplomatic decisions regarding their relationships and strategic interests. Chapter 3. Why Pakistan matters, 530 to 8 o'clock. So where does Pakistan fit into this picture? Pakistan occupies a unique position in international diplomacy. It shares a border with Iran and maintains diplomatic relations with countries across the Middle East. At the same time, Pakistan has historically worked closely with the United States on various security and economic issues. This gives Islamabad a rare ability to communicate with multiple sides during periods of tension. Pakistan has often emphasized diplomacy, regional stability, and peaceful conflict resolution. Because of these relationships, analysts frequently suggest that Pakistan could help facilitate communication channels when direct dialogue becomes difficult. While Pakistan alone cannot solve the crisis, it could potentially contribute to reducing misunderstandings and encouraging diplomatic engagement. Chapter 4. The challenges Pakistan faces, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. However, acting as a mediator is never easy. Pakistan faces several challenges. First, the conflict involves highly complex political and security issues that have developed over many years. Second, all parties involved have strong strategic interests and security concerns. Third, any mediator must maintain credibility and trust among multiple sides simultaneously. Pakistan would need to carefully balance its regional relationships while avoiding actions that could be perceived as favoritism. This requires sophisticated diplomacy and continuous engagement with international partners. In today's interconnected world, successful mediation often involves cooperation among several countries and international organizations rather than a single actor. Chapter 5. What happens if diplomacy fails? 10 o'clock to 12:30. The possibility of escalation remains one of the biggest concerns. If diplomatic efforts fail, the consequences could extend far beyond the Middle East. Global financial markets could become volatile. Energy prices could rise. International investment could slow. Humanitarian concerns could increase dramatically. Regional security challenges could also become more difficult to manage. This is why many governments, international organizations, and policy experts continue to emphasize negotiation over confrontation. History has shown that conflicts can become much more expensive and destructive than anticipated. Diplomatic solutions are often difficult, but they remain the most sustainable path toward long-term stability. Chapter 6. Can Pakistan really make a difference? 1230 to 1400. The answer is nuanced. Pakistan alone cannot determine the outcome of relations between America, Iran, and Israel. However, diplomacy is often built through communication, trust building, and dialogue. Countries that maintain relationships with multiple sides can sometimes help create opportunities for peaceful engagement. Pakistan's strategic location, diplomatic experience, and regional connections could allow it to play a constructive supporting role if all parties are willing to engage. Ultimately, the success of any mediation effort depends on the willingness of the conflicting sides to prioritize dialogue over escalation. Conclusion: 1400 to 1500. As tensions continue to shape headlines in 2026, the world is watching closely. The stakes are enormous. Regional stability, global energy markets, international trade, and millions of lives could all be affected by the decisions made in the coming months. While uncertainty remains, one thing is clear: the need for diplomacy has never been greater. Whether Pakistan emerges as an influential mediator or simply one voice among many calling for peace, its role in regional discussions will continue to attract global attention. What do you think? Can Pakistan help reduce tensions between America, Iran, and Israel? Or is a broader regional confrontation becoming unavoidable? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more global affairs and immigration insights from Global Visa Hub. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.